History of the English Language and Literature, Unit 4, 4.23. The Viking and Impact of English. The primary Viking attack over England began about 800 AD and had been at the beginning simple looting attack. However, around 40 years later, those assaults had turned out to be more severe in England. Anglo 200 began and the Viking, typically known as Danes, took command over parts of England, and towards the end of the 90 AD, they turned their attention to access the most powerful of all the six kingdoms. Their conquest of British was halted by Kind Alfred compelling the Viking army to give up in 878 AD. Alfred and the Viking leader Guthrum researched and accord known as the Treaty of With more variable. The Vikings agreed to level axes. The Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings shared similar culture. They spoke languages that were similar and had comparable traditions. The Vikings quickly began unification with the Anglo-Saxon Scandinavian influence on English during this period is seen in the examples given below. Nuns, Brown, Slings, Spake, Wife, Low, Arms, Root, Score, Brothers, Six, with adjectives, Wrought, Acquired, Fix, Spade, Six, Unphrases, High, Stand, Space, usually values, verbal, sold, move, solve, did, down, grace, provide, elevate, pronounce, like, every, each, they, some, them, their, them, let use. Look at some example to learn how to distinguish whether a lexicon is of a Scandinavian birth or not. One Germanic ask became F's in all locations. This modification appears of subsequently in Scandinavian, and therefore words like short, sold, and shorts, and native English words whether world like ask me, skyling, and sky belong to Scandinavian origin. origin in early antiquity English, the Germanic before the font verbs have becomes and becomes in vintage Norse and remains therefore child chose and Earns are all local words will gain James kind and teeth belong to Scandinavian origin. The Old English term for take turned into minor. The Old Norse's phrase was take, which suggests that it ought to have been loaned from the Scandinavians in the some manner to the world for law changed into originally. However, a later recording is log which is rooted in antiquity Norse. The Middle English landed AD. The Middle English period stayed with the norms confusion which took place in 1060. The Duke of Normandy, William the Conqueror's different kind of herald and became the sovereign kind of Britain. The norms invaded England in 1060, which added French influence to the language of Britain. The normals were not many discerned of dance the speaking of French that was influenced by Germanic dialects. The dialects later turned into Normandy French. This brought about the uncommon position in which the common humans spoke on language, and the Aristotle had a different language to speak. Norman French, the two languages gradually merged into the Middle English. Normandy French effect on English lexicon around the 30th century. About one French phrase became parts of English. Approximately 3% of those French loans are still present in English at times. One words might repel the other of both might exist, but Borden unique manias. For instance, Domains Day and Judgment Day, Heredity Wish and Cordial Wish and Residence and Men's House. Throughout look at the variety of words that were learned from norms. French reveals the approximately about the social cultural state of safety of that time. The majority of the the land phrases belong to the scholars of the Courtian management constitution, the military, the religion, finite canon, medical, and the natural scan. A few examples are country cause crime defined George justice prison duck preference depend brown crown majesty many ministry general practitioner technological non how idea in world parliament constitution better military then soldier parade divide hold for the weak sense picture pens poem medicine physicians and so on. The number of them animals which were natured with the help of the Englishmen of to poor class remained low place even as the rich men taken by the normal official were regularly French beef men's pork shape many bread hen. The Normans heard the English spoken around them and began to speak it continuously with the conversation that they had formerly used for French along with their own language. The scripts also brought GS in preference to he sound in words as fig and in preference to see in word as a choice. Every other trade brought changes into spelling as in laws at one exchange turned into the usage of the letter B before E in preference to us in such words as curl and chanced.